Okay, good morning everyone. This is Zach from XIFU. So if you are joining here with me, appreciate if you can help me to click the like buttons for me. Help me to share this out. Again, a quick disclaimer. This section here, we are not doing any buy and sell call. So if you want to trade any stocks based on discussion this morning, make sure your own trading plan. If not, get advice from the professional. Okay, so today we're going to continue to look into the oral Bursa market. Okay, so it looks like the oral market is getting slightly a bit exciting, okay, compared to, a few weeks ago, right? So, okay, again, over here, 1550 is a crucial level again. We do see, yes, there's a continuation of tests, okay, for almost a week already. So today, again, touching 1550, hopefully it can cross, okay, this level over here. So, like I say, I think overall is good, okay, overall is pretty good as long as they are above 1500, which is this gap area over here. Okay, the things that actually I'm expecting is that probably they will retest back to 1500, okay, before they going back to here. But let's see, okay, how it goes today. But so far, looks good, okay, around 1550 area. All right, so we're gonna look into some of the counters that we do talk about, okay, these few days. Okay, we're gonna start with I'm gonna start with some of the counters that actually I'm personally looking into and holding. Okay, first of all, JFTech. Okay, this morning also no much movement. If I look into this hourly chart over here, actually the hourly chart pullback actually for me is already considered complete. Okay, so here actually we got some volume coming in. Okay, we got some volume coming in, and then they're actually still kind of like holding very nicely above the 20 and 40-day moving average. Okay, so for me, yes, one of the reasons why I'm still holding for JFTech. Opstar, the other hand, like I said, slightly a bit disappointing. Okay, but luckily, like I said, they push back to support. But this one probably going to drag for a while. Like I said, I will probably hold until next week. If not, we're going to switch over. Okay, I'll probably change stocks. Okay, because it's quite some time already. Also, this one actually also include Hata as well. Actually, support is still good. Okay, for Hata. Okay, they are still trading above gaps. It's pretty solid overall. Okay, just that probably need to have slightly a little bit of patience for Hata. Okay, for them to make a follow through. Okay, MMAG also I can say is slightly a bit disappointing as well. Yesterday they actually pulled back with some volume, unfortunately. Okay, like I say, this one a bit similar to Salcon. I think yesterday we have talked about that in the section. Whenever it hits certain resistance, and especially with high volume, the resistance somehow is pretty strong. Okay, not to say it's not good, okay, not to say they will drop badly, but sometimes they will back to support sideways before they goes up. Okay, so you're going to drag few more weeks, before they try to go back up again. So later on, I think I will accept with break even. Okay, and get back the cash, okay, and look for the other trade, because seems like nowadays got few trades that actually I think it do offer some opportunity also. Okay, so for me, as long as I didn't lose money, I think it's fine to exit, and then we switch over to the other counters. Okay, so MMAG, yes, slightly a bit disappointing, but if you still intend to hold, I think no problem. Just that, like I said, this is a business Salcon. They hit the resistance with volume, so sometimes you should expect them to have some so-called build up, okay, around the support before they want to make a follow through. Okay, so that's MMAG. Okay, I think I cover most of the stock that I'm holding already. JFTech, the other one is Copy. Okay, currently holding 6. That's why I want to exit some already. Best is that I want to keep 4. Okay, like I said, yes, market is recovering, but it's not super bullish yet. Okay, that's why I don't want to all in all my capital first. Okay, try to play a little bit here and there. So okay, now Copy for me still good. Okay, still good. It didn't really volume's getting lower, which is nice. Hopefully, once it touch the 20 MA, okay, it will make a follow through. So far, it's still okay for Copy. Now the other one is Post. Okay, Post, I think I do share in Telegram as well. This one already partial exit ready. with 11%. Okay, I think it's a pretty good deal. Okay, after this pullback complete, but right now actually is one of the so-called resistance here. That's why yesterday it stopped around this 310 area. Okay, so if you notice here, this is pure support. Okay, turning into maybe a resistance in this area here, right? So again, if you enter post together with me during this pullback periods, yeah, I think it's good to maybe you lock some profits. Okay, again, not a buy and sell call, just my personal opinion. This is what the things I'm doing. Okay, now the next one should be somewhere around here. Okay, slightly below 350, I think 340. Okay, good morning, Sriwa. Okay, I'll look into YTL. Right, so well, I'm probably waiting for the next target here, but looks like currently they are doing pullback. But as long as still low volume, probably I will maybe give them a chance. Okay, probably wait for another 2 weeks because sometimes pullback takes time. Like for example, here it takes almost 2 weeks. Okay, before they make a follow through. Okay, so yeah, this is the 6 counter that I'm holding right now. Okay, if you got any counter, do let me know. Okay, we'll start with YTL and YTL power. Okay, YTL power the other day break resistance. Okay, after that didn't really follow. Oh, this one today, but YTL turns to break. Okay, for me, YTL power both support is still good. I think yeah, we do review almost every weeks, right, for YTL power. Basically, both of them is the same lah. Okay, we'll start with YTL first. Okay, now as long as they are above this support, okay, it's good. Okay. Looks like today they are crossing this resistance again. I'm not sure. Now it's only the first 40 minutes of the day. Hopefully they cross strongly like YTL power. If yes, then the next one will be okay, this level here. 240. And this one is how much? This one is 27 something, 275. Okay. So this is the area that probably you can consider for your next targets. Okay. But my view is still the same for YTL and YTL power is that yeah, don't expect them to straight away shoot up. Okay, oh sorry. Don't expect them to shoot up to the top or maybe near to a 4 ringgit. Okay. Because this is a huge drop. Okay, almost 50% drop. I think 50% by 50% drop. Potentially a reaccumulation might happen. Okay, probably sometimes they will hit because they cross already, but hit here, or maybe even hit here before they drop back again, going to sideways of reaccumulation. So doing currently, if you want to do a bit of so-called short terms trades, I think yes, possible. Okay, but if you are planning to buy, keep, hold, yeah, you must expect them to take some time because normally after a stock breaking up like this, they drop sharply. Okay, especially crossing below 20-40-day moving average. You know this one is going to sideways for sometimes will take years, man. Okay, so probably they will range in this kind of range over here. In other words, reaccumulation. In other words, okay. Now let's go into YTL power. Let's say both of the chart is almost the same. Okay, of course, YTL power looks like they are slightly faster right now. Okay, so here as long as above this support line, it's good. Okay, now of course, last week, yeah, I think sorry, this is I think Monday. Today is Thursday. Monday already cross already the resistance line. Next here 410, and the other one is this is 450. Okay, probably this is somewhere that you can aim for your next resistance. Okay, assuming you already entered. Okay, again same things because this one they previously they go up in a very fast pace. Okay, from here and lots 500%, and again a sharp drop. Okay, so from 5 something to 3 ringgit. Okay, so considered quite sharp, right? So most probably they'll go into a range of reaccumulation, and sometimes this one will take years. Okay, but I think yeah, almost 1 year already also. So if you look into here, right, this is the beginning. Okay, the drop, this is around July. Now we are in the May already. So 2 more months is almost a year. Okay, so well, but I think it will gonna take more time. Okay, more time. So normally when a stock goes up like this, climatic movement, reaccumulation normally takes time. Okay, so again, depending on you are long term, short term, okay, so it's important to have a right expectation. Okay, so if you are aiming for long term one, yes, this one probably will drag 1 year plus 2 years, okay, for them to reach to 5.50 back. Okay, so now let's do into Suncon. Okay, Suncon and Mbank. Okay, Suncon is a nice reaccumulation. Okay, now this is what I mean. Okay, for like reaccumulation. Okay, so a good chart for me to show YTL power. Okay, so for example, this one, right? So previously also Suncon, same things here. From the bottom, they shoot up in a climatic movement, fast pace. Okay, very fast pace. So almost 1 ringgit or 2 ringgit to 5 ringgit. So against easily 200%, we can see increase from here. Okay, so whenever they drop sharply, you know they will go into a period also called a reaccumulation phase. Okay, so if you look into here, right, this is when this is again July 2024. Okay, currently we are almost in July again 2025, again almost a year type of so-called reaccumulation phase. All right, so I think what they're also doing the same things right now. So okay, long term, okay. I think long term, if you are trying to do long term, but okay, let me switch back to daily chart. Okay, but here actually is a so-called a big resistance for you to consider. Yes, even though in the same time they do have a shakeout. Okay, so this is a shakeout. They try, fail, big drop. Okay, another small shakeout here before they going up to resistance. Okay, so far okay. Like I said, if you don't mind to buy in the range, I think this is a nice range for those looking for mid to long term type. But if you want to have a safer entry, I think below 4.50 ringgit, somewhere around this range, I think would be somehow nicer, assuming you're looking for entry. Okay, because I'm afraid, because this one is almost close to resistance already, so I'm afraid they touch another shooting star, then they test back. Okay, so but let's say if you those that you buy hold, yes, this is a range that I think you should look into. Okay, now let's turn to Axiata. Axiata, okay, you notice something, that volume is building out at the bottom. Okay, now this one, let's do into weekly chart. Okay, macam long term downtrend on this one. Sukumaran, okay. So, okay, long term downtrend, okay, I mean, obviously, downtrending right now. Okay, but one thing that actually caught our attention is that the volume. Okay, so if you notice here, volume suddenly spike up at the bottom here. So let's say whenever a stock's trying to change a trend, normally it will start with volume first. So I think, potentially they might have some changes in terms of the trend. So, but this one's still too early to tell, because sometimes what I do is I see volume, I make sure the reverse will pull back. Then only I look for entry. Okay, so by doing that, at least I feel somehow safer. Okay, somehow safer. Like for example, Post lah, Hata lah, some of the stocks that we entered, JF Tech lah. Okay, so but this one looks like on weekly basis, this one's still in downtrend line. Okay, so but again, one thing you can do is that because this one volume is quite high. Okay, it's high. Okay, compared to few years ago. Okay, so I think this one probably will retest back this downtrend line. Okay, so when it reaches downtrend line, probably you want to monitor is there any weakness or not, or maybe got rejection or not. If let's say yes, maybe you want to lock quickly your profits. Okay, assuming you enter previously. Okay, so this is based on weekly chart. Let's go back to daily chart here. Daily chart, same things. So one thing I think you should look into is 2.2 area. Okay, again, I'm not sure whether they will, like this, slowly go into here. Okay, and or maybe even touch here. Okay, before they drop. Okay, so make sure you watch out. Is there any so-called rejection on the resistance level? Okay, crossing resistance with high volume is nicer. Okay, so that's overall for Axiata. Let's say overall long-term wise downtrend, Yes, we do got high volume. Potentially there's reversal, but no reversal yet. Okay, now let's go into Gamuda. Gamuda, I think so far okay because they crossed the gap. Okay, they crossed the gap. Again, a small pullback complete here yesterday. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so far so good for Gamuda. Okay, I think previously a lot of people asked about Gamuda. Okay, thank you. Welcome, Sukumar. So this one again, it is a risk similar with KRSC. Okay, whenever they cross the gap, there's a short-term opportunity. So this one crossed the gap last week, and now looks like heading to the next resistance. Okay, so probably can aim 4.75. Okay, 4.75. Okay, so yeah, this is something that probably can aim for Buddha. Okay, but I think my view is still the same. Don't expect them to cross this immediately lah. Because most probably they'll go into a period of reaccumulation, which means they test resistance, maybe will pull back to support again. Okay, going to wait for a while. Okay, let's look into Hub Sing. Okay, Hub Sing crossing above this so-called triangle downtrend line, reaccumulation will shake out. Okay, again, same. This is similar, a bit similar to Gamuda. I think short-term opportunity is there. Okay, short-term opportunity is still there for Hub Sing. Okay, weekly wise. Okay, weekly wise, big hammer. Okay, so this is still in a reaccumulation phase. Okay, again, I say reaccumulation sometimes takes a bit time, but this I think provide you a good range for you to trade also. But I'm not sure what is your entry as well. Okay, let's say you're able to enter support. Okay, probably somewhere around this range also provide you a good so-called potential target profits also. Okay, somewhere here, 1.17. So if you're able to enter somewhere around 1 ringgit to 1.17, also quite nice also. Okay, maybe here they'll pull back again here like this. Okay. All right, Hub Sing is good, but like I say, it's still in the range. Okay, probably a bit boring, but if you're doing range, I think it's good. MGRC. Okay, oh, this one also big volume. Okay, big volume. Wow, okay. This kind of counters also. Okay, this one a bit similar. Like just now, this morning is I think Ultronic, if not mistaken, or yesterday, Ultronic. Okay, it's a pump and dump style of counters. Okay, so if you want to trade this kind of counter, I think you know the characteristics. But volume definitely is very good. All of a sudden, I can see so-called the changes in terms of the candlestick pattern. So if you notice over here previously, the volume is like quite consistent. How to say this? This is a bit like fixed volume like this. But you see the candle, sometimes it's very funny. Sometimes no transaction, sometimes it's very not much movement. So this is what we call sometimes there's a disharmony between volume and candlestick. Okay, and it do happen a lot of time in this kind of pump and dump stocks. Okay, I think previously we saw like like those GSB, Ultronic, 1H property, those stuff. Okay, but this one is from bottom, so I think nothing, no need to be so worried. Unlike those previously, they are at the top and then they pump badly. Okay, today it looks like pullback complete for me. Okay, today got some volume. This is now it's 9:50. Okay, looks like this is a reversal, first pullback. Okay, but now it's already 21%. Okay, now it's already 21%. But I believe ViewTech, you should enter already. This one, right? But anyway, it's a nice one. Breaking with volume with a pullback. Okay, holding at the 40 MA. So the only thing is this candle here. This is shooting star candle. Hopefully, they're able to cross this 330 cent faster. Okay, if not, it will probably still sideways. Okay, around this 40 MA area. Okay, so far so good. Good for those that who like some action type of counters. Okay, E Delta. This one no volume. Volume previously here. Okay, but it feels somehow. Let's go to the chart. Not much of information. Okay, to be frank, this is for one. Edeltech macam tak ada setup. I cannot really see is there any setup for this. Or maybe we wait until next week. I'll check and see is there any things that we can look into or not for this counter. But so far looks like reversal pun macam tak ada reversal because looks like still macam below the trend line like this, slightly below. Okay, and then there's no volume also at the bottom. So it's a bit difficult to tell whether this is a strong reversal or not. Okay, probably best is that, let's say sometimes I'm like that. Okay, if let's say the chart, right, I don't understand. I just, okay, we skip because there's plenty in the market. So maybe we come back again next week, Monday, Tuesday. Hopefully there's some changes from there. Okay, LMP. LMP got a bit of volume now. But still macam tak strong sangat. Okay, best they cross above 2 ringgit. Sorry, not 2 ringgit, 20 cents. Okay, because this is a high volume candle. Okay, but not the highest. Okay, high volume but not the highest. So sometimes high volume not the highest, it might cause a temporary rebound, but it won't last very long. Okay, so let's say best they cross 20 cents. Okay, goes up, retest. Okay, slowly going up. Okay, right now looks like volumes is building up. So if you ask me, slightly better than just on the counter Edeltech. Okay, at least got a little bit of chance with the volume. This one's similar like MSM. Let's see MSM, because MSM actually I'm watching, but it didn't drop. Okay, it didn't drop to the support, now to the resistance rate 1.5. Okay, so I have to miss, sometimes like that. I have to miss some counters. Okay, now this is what I mean. Okay, maybe this one. Not the best example, but at least I can show you the reasons why I want some certain candle above the high volume candle. So for example, this down bar here, okay, come with high volume, right? So anything that above, okay, normally they got a pretty good chance, okay, to make some follow through. Okay, of course, this one they do another shakeout. Okay, so sometimes I want to see whether these stocks successfully do reversal or not. Okay, after the high volume, then I want to see whether the candles after that probably sometimes takes 1 week, sometimes take 1 month. Are they trading above or not? If they say trading above, then yes, most probably they are doing a reversal. But of course, some chart is tricky, like MSM. They do several shakeout before they try to jalan. Okay, but also need to look into the oil markets sectorial also. Sometimes operator wait for the sectorial to push the stock prices. Okay, MSM. Entry 495 boleh move. 495, oh, which means today lah. Is it? I think today lah. Okay, now heading to this resistance at 51510. Okay, so this area no shooting star. Okay, right? This area no shooting star. Okay, so yesterday also pullback completes, volume increasing. Okay, I think so far okay. This is again similar like my post also. Okay, hit the resistance, but yesterday it stopped exactly over there. So yeah, but your entry a bit close with the immediate resistance. Okay, but again, let's see how it goes later on towards the afternoon. So far, I don't see any weakness. Okay, hopefully you can cross successfully today or tomorrow, right? Or maybe later on afternoon you can type it into the chat room again and probably take a look. Okay, Supermax. Okay, last one before we go into our stock ideas here. Okay, still Supermax still above support. Okay, unfortunately, Glove have been quiet for a month already. I'm still waiting for Mahata, like I said. All right, so against Suiwa, I think Suiwa also asked about Supermax yesterday. Am I right? So if let's say still above support line, I think okay. we are likely this one still can hold. Like Mahata also still will support. I hold first until double tahan got other counters that I move on. Okay, I think JFT quite nice today. Yesterday is UUE. K group also quite nice, but I don't want to and I don't want to use up all my bullets. Okay, so fast. Because like I said, yes, market is recovering, but still feel that it's not the super bull run time. Okay, so anytime market probably will go into another phase of downtrend again, right? So that's why I don't want to use all my capital. So K group volume decreasing, okay, holding more around the 20 MA. UUE, UUE also yesterday going higher to trying to break the nearest resistance. This is again a good example on why high volume. Okay, sometimes you can use this way. Okay, so for example, here drop high volume. All right, so this one actually hidden behind the candle there, so you cannot see. All right, so when they cross, okay, they got a chance to move up higher because this one represent that the volume actually is a buy volume. So let's say this volume here is sell volume. Normally they cannot cross above. So let's say they can cross above, which means this information is telling you that people are trying to buy the price drop. Okay, they try to grab cheap. Okay, in other words. So yeah, most of the time this is how I use it. Just now, one of the counter I think is LMP. Is it? I think LMP. They still haven't crossed yet. So sometimes it's a bit tricky to tell whether okay this one is a buying volume or selling volume, right? But recently got a few volume coming up, so should be okay for that. Okay, let's try DLB Highcom. Okay, probably last one. Okay, let's go to Go Hub last one before we close our sections. Okay, DLB still pretty good. Okay, again another good example of high volume. Okay, now that's why I think like last week or this week. Okay, I do mention that most of the counters, if you notice, right, they have slowly going through the accumulation phase already. I think probably now until maybe Q3, right, it's a good time, okay, for those who want to buy stock near towards the accumulation. Okay, of course you check the FA lah. Again, I'm not doing any buy and sell, but just I feel that that way by looking into volume. So if you look into DRB as well, we put into weekly chart. Okay, so again, this is a downtrend, but notice here suddenly we got some volume slowly to pick up already. Okay, so maybe who knows? Okay, even if let's say they go back to this level 1.5, currently it's around 70 or 80 cents, also a pretty good so-called returns. Okay, for us, right? But check your FA lah. Check your FA if let's say you plan to do long term. Okay, so here same things. Okay, notice this candle, right? Let me just zoom in so you can see better. Okay, notice this candle, right? Come with high volume on down bar. Okay, so after that, what happened? They cross, break back with high volumes. So for me, yes, this one probably, this candle over here probably got people already start to accumulate already. Okay, then now they're trying to push up higher. So DRB, I still think the sell is still valid. Of course, right now it's closer to resistance, not support. A bit similar like magma. Okay, so if you want to, you wait for the price to touch the 20 MA. Okay, probably you can use that as your potential support. Okay, the sell is good, just a matter of risk to reward ratio. Right, so if let's say you think that now it's risk too high already, okay, probably you see whether got further pullback or not. Okay, let's say they touch back to here, this 20 MA. Okay, probably this is somehow a slightly safer opportunity okay, for DRB Highcom. Okay, let's try Go Hub. Okay, and then we got Teo Sing. Okay, Go Hub also started to do a reversal. Okay, volume, okay, coming in slightly. I think okay for Go Hub. Volume is not the highest, but it's increasing. So short term movement is there. All right. So same things over here for down bar, gap down with high volume. So you would use this as your immediate resistance. Okay, I'm not sure whether to cross or not. Cross is a good thing. Okay, let's say cannot cross 1.10. Okay, but I think still okay. I'm not sure, but assuming if you managed to enter before yesterday candle or maybe in the middle of yesterday trading hours, to 1.10 also a good target profit, okay, for you to aim. Okay, so that's go up. But if let's say this one later pull back to 90 cents, also probably will try also to try to see whether it can hit 1.10 or not. Okay, let's see Teo Sing. Okay, last one before we end. So once again, if you are joining me here, okay, if you like my daily morning updates, help me to click the like buttons for me, help me to share this out. Join our Telegram, okay, for more discussions. Okay, so okay now, Teo Sing. Teo Sing actually able to cross this so-called resistance. I think so far so good. Short-term wise is pullback patterns. Okay, that's why yesterday also got some pullback complete from here as well. Now today drop a little bit lah. Okay, but for me nothing to worry. Okay, now it's the first trading hour. Volume so far considered low. I'm not sure whether towards the 3 or 4 p.m. But if let's say lower than yesterday, half, okay, I think no need to worry so much. Okay, for Teo Sing, right? So far it's still healthy for me. Okay, still a healthy pullback, unless later on the volume spike up lah. Okay, and then this one drop below yesterday candle lah. Okay, or maybe you can post it into our Telegram. Probably we'll take a look into this again. But so far, based on current formation, I think it's okay. It's a healthy retracement again. Yeah, yesterday they tried to make a follow through, but maybe today market's not that active. They do a little retracement. Okay, so it's a pretty healthy candle move. Okay, so with this, once again, thank you for joining me this morning over here. So let's say if you like my section, help me to click the like buttons for me. Help me share this out. Again, we have Telegram. Join our Telegram for more discussion. And I'll see you tomorrow morning.